What's up, guys? It's me, Amy, back with another chat. So today, as I was driving, I was thinking about our topic for our video. Do you ever wonder why God will remove somebody in your life? Take them away completely. Take them out of your life, a breakup, a loss of a friendship, whatever. But you still have them on your heart. Like, you still miss them. You still wish they were here. I guess we could say mostly for relationships. Like, you still wish you were together. You still have feelings for them. But God has removed them. And you know it was God who removed them. So it's like, why, God, are you removing the person, but not the emotions, not the feelings, not the soul tie, not the connection, whatever you want to call it? Like, how are you going to sit here and remove someone out of my life and then have me laying around hurting, missing them, sad that they are not here with me anymore? It just makes you wonder sometimes, you know what I mean? For instance, like my relationship, the last time I saw him was November. We're in August now, so like 9 months ago. And I'd say for the past 8 months, I have been missing him. Jeez Louise. Like, not like crying in bed missing him or anything, but I'm like, man, I'm really bummed that relationship is no longer a thing. You know what I mean? Like, and I was holding out hope, maybe it'll be good for us to take this time apart, grow, heal, me get closer to God, learn what God wants me to do, get my life on track, without the distractions of a relationship, and then maybe we'll get back together in the future. And that's still a thing, that's still a possibility, that could happen. But this last month, I'm finally feeling, I don't want to say that I'm moving on, or maybe it is what it is, I'm not sure. I've never before went through a relationship and moved on naturally, I guess you could say. Every time like a relationship had ended for me in the past, I was moving on to the next person, like trying to find a new person to talk to, going out, getting on Hinge, etc. So I never took the time to fully heal from a relationship before going on to the next one. And I think it's such an important thing to do, to actually heal those wounds, not carry the baggage to your next relationship, take time to actually be single, to actually be with just yourself, to learn yourself, to learn what you like. I feel like a lot of us lose ourselves in relationships sometimes. Like, you kind of lose your identity and you're focused on, catering to another person and their needs. And sometimes your needs can go to like, the sidelines and stuff like that. So it's nice to take that time to actually be single. And my whole life, I've never been able to be single, ever since I was like, 15 and started dating. Like, literally, I am 32 now, so from the age of 15, over 15 years, I have never not had somebody I was talking to, and I've mentioned this before. And I'm not gonna lie, some days, yeah, I do wish I had somebody, but it's kind of been nice. Yeah, I know, it's really hard to believe like that I'm actually saying that out of all people, and I know you don't know me that well, but to me, like, that's a huge thing, and I know that is God just working in my life to make me okay with just being comfortable, just being with God and myself. It's amazing. But then I would always talk to God, like literally the past 9 months and even last year, like I was praying to God. I said, God, please, if he is not for me, change my heart posture. Take away these feelings for him. Let me move on. Nothing. Still strong feelings, still missing him, still hurt that we're not talking. But at the same time, I hate to say it, I've been happy for the time apart. It wasn't what I wanted. It wasn't going where I wanted. And honestly, I needed this time away from a relationship, away from said person, to really grow close to God, to really kind of become the woman that I want to be, to step into my higher self. And I was not able to do that with the distractions of a relationship. I was not able to work on myself and become so like secure and become so full of self-worth and self-love. That I had to do with a relationship with God. And now I see why God removed that relationship from my life. I see why he took it away. Yeah, maybe we'll get back together in the future. Maybe, who knows? I honestly don't care. If they're not for me, then I don't want to waste my time on it. I don't want to sit here and be hopeful that, they're going to, grow like I am, that take the time to heal like I have, maybe even take the time to grow close to God like I have. Like, I don't want to sit here and be hopeful for that anymore. I've sat here for the last 9 months and even, many more months before that, hoping that one day they were just going to call me and be like, you know what, Amy, like, I really messed up. I want you in my life. There's nobody else I can see myself with, and I want to do whatever it takes to make this work. For so long, I dreamed of them calling me and saying that to me. And the fact that it didn't happen, not yet, hurt and the disappointment hurt. But I'm also a firm believer in, I don't want to just jump to a next relationship when a relationship is not bad. It just takes two people who want to do the work, and work on themselves. And it's hard when you're the only one doing that. You know what I mean? But it's like still a good relationship, and a good person, wasn't toxic, nothing like that. Like a great person, like totally awesome. Somebody who I really consider a great friend. Someone I really consider a person that I would spend the rest of my life with. But it's tiring, like just hoping they're going to change. Not change, I don't want to say change. Just hoping that they're going to heal, and hoping that they're going to be ready, and hoping that your guys' trajectory is going to align. But I always thought, like, why, God? Why do I still miss him? Like, you took him away. Clearly, he's probably not the one for me. So why do I have to sit here and suffer through this? Why do I have to sit here and miss him? Like, let me just move on. And God has just been shield me and isolating me from any other men coming around and taking me on dates and asking me out. Well, guys have, but not guys that I'm interested in, And it's mostly like those older men that are my dad's age that I keep telling you guys about. But it's like, why? And now I get it. I get it why he's keeping the men away from me, because I would never have taken the time to heal from this relationship the right way instead of jumping to the next, with all the baggage, all the emotions still, all the worries and missing, never really truly moving on. I could see it. I could see why he removed the relationship. I could see so many things, and I could see why he did it. And we got to remember, sometimes God is going to remove people we love out of our life, friendships, relationships. He's doing it for a reason. And instead of sitting around all day long, crying about it, being hurt about it, what can you do? It's God's will, it's God's plan. You could sit there and try to intervene all you want. I could sit there and call and text my ex a million freaking times and fly out there and see him and do all this and that, but that's not going to change the trajectory of us. If it's not meant to be through God's will, it's never going to work out. You're just going to be trying to fight something and going against it and going against it, and it's never going to work out. And then the things that you think that you want, and you pray that you want, and you beg that you want, please, I want to be in a relationship with them so bad. You might get it. And then you might see, wow, what the heck was I thinking? What the heck was I thinking trying to push this relationship to work when my Father in heaven, who knows me better than anybody else and knows what's better for me and knows what's going to work out for me, and not just the person I am now, but the person that I'm going to grow into being. Why can't I sit here and just trust him and trust that, I was not strong enough to end a relationship that wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. I hate to say it, it really wasn't. Like, I love that person, I miss him, and I actually missed him the other day for the first time in like a month or so. Like, I wish he was at that concert with me. I just enjoyed his company. I enjoyed being around him and just looking at him. And it's scary. It's a scary thing falling in love with somebody when they're probably not that person for you. It's really hard. And it's like, oh, well, God, why did I have to go through those 2.5 years of us being together, da-da-da-da-da? Well, I wasn't going and seeking God before going into that relationship. I wasn't asking God and praying to him. I didn't even know God then, I knew of him, but I didn't know him. I wasn't close to him. I didn't go to him like, God, if this is not the person for me, I don't want to be with him. Don't even start this relationship. And then that's how we're doing it now. If anybody comes and asks me out, if anybody wants to take me on a date and pursue me, I'm going straight to God first. I'm doing everything in God's will. God, if he is not the one for me, don't even put me on that date. Don't even let me get that far. And yeah, it's hard when you pray that prayer to have God shield you from anybody who's not meant for you. Because yeah, your phone's going to be dry. Yeah, you're going to be lonely. Yeah, you don't have any date nights. Yeah, you don't have anyone to talk to, like a significant other or whatever. But it gives you that time to learn how to enjoy life without one. I never did that before. And God's teaching me now, and man, it's so beautiful. I never thought I could do this my whole entire life, and I'm just so grateful for it. God has really taken this time to prune me and prepare me for my husband when the time is right. And yeah, it can be scary, when you're in your 30s and you're like, oh, okay, come on, I do want to have kids someday, like da-da-da-da-da. I'm not worried about it. I'm letting it all up to him. So yeah, the feelings were there for a long time. Now they've kind of dissipated, but they do come and go. Shoot, you could talk to me next week and I could be missing him again and hoping that we end up working out. But at the same time, I'm so grateful that he's not here. I'm so grateful that he moved away. I'm so grateful for this time with me and God, where I get to learn who I am, where I get to grow into the woman I am. I have changed so much over these 9 months. Shoot, these last 4 months alone. And that's because of God. That's not because of a relationship. That's because he removed the distractions. So if God's removing somebody, let him. The feelings are still there. Who knows why? I honestly can't tell you. Maybe you guys will get back together in the future. Never lose hope. But at the same time, you got to think about it. Like, did I really want that relationship? Was that serving me? Was that person toxic? Did we not really get along? Am I just scared of being alone? Really think about the reasons that you're missing that relationship and missing that person. Mine's a tricky one because yeah, we got along great. Yeah, we really enjoyed each other. Yeah, he was a good person. No, he was not toxic. No, he was not mean to me. Like he had pretty much almost all the qualities that I look for in a person. That's the scary part. But at the end of the day, he wasn't ready for a commitment. You can have all these great qualities, but if you don't want a commitment, the one thing that I want, a friggin' marriage over anything, the one thing I've dreamt of for years, and you can't give that to me, what can you do? I was not brave or strong enough to end that. I would not have ended that if God didn't end it. If God didn't take him out of my life and have him move away, I would have never ended that. I'd still be doing the same crap, feeling not good about it, feeling like I'm not taking care of myself because I know I want more. I know I deserve more. Not saying he's a bad person, but I want him more. It's just doing such a disservice to myself and letting myself down. And yeah, thank you, God, for protecting me. But take away the feelings, Lord, if he's not for me. I don't want to miss him. Let me move on. Ah! All right, y'all. I'm going to let you go. I just got some groceries from Trader Joe's. I've not had lunch yet. It's literally like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I did sleep in a little today because I woke up at like 6 a.m. and I threw up and I didn't feel good. But now I feel great. So, all right, bye.